Alright, so this is an introduction into calculating unit pricing. So this is the first example that's in the textbook. You've got three options for buying nails, and you're trying to find out what the best value for your dollar is. So for the first one, you can get 20 nails for $4.99. So what we're going to do is to calculate how much each nail will cost me. So for every one, what I'm going to do is take the number of dollars divided by the number of nails. This will tell me how much each nail costs. So I'm going to take my $4.99, the amount I spend, divide it by how many nails I get, so 20. So my unit price is going to be $4.99 divided by 20, which gives me, we're going to keep 4 decimal places here. I usually like to keep at least 4. This gives me 0.2495. So that tells me that each nail is approximately about 25 cents. So if I were to round it off, each nail is about 25 cents. The reason that I keep a few extra decimal places is that sometimes when the number gets rounded off to 2 decimal places for the cents, the numbers end up looking exactly the same. But if I keep a couple extra decimal places, then I'm able to have a little bit more precision and see which one actually gives me the better value. This one here now. So I'm going to take the amount that I pay, $24.95, and divide it by the number of nails, which is 175. And this one gives me, again, rounding to 4 decimal places, this gives me approximately 0.1426. It actually comes out to 14257, but since the 7's greater than 5, it rounds the 5 up to a 6. And then if I were to round this to 2 decimal places, I move the 2 here is not 5 or greater, so that means this stays as 0.14 or 14 cents. So that tells me that each nail is about 14 cents. This one here, I'm going to take my $82.99 and divide it by the number of nails, which is 800. And this one gives me approximately 0.1037. And rounding that to 2 decimal places again, I can see that's approximately 10 cents per nail. So comparing these values now, I have 25 cents per nail, 14 cents per nail, and 10 cents per nail. So this tells me that the bulk order is your best value per nail. Okay, let's look at another example. And sometimes items in the grocery store are sold in packages that say might have 400 grams in them or 700 grams in them. So this is an example that's similar to that. So let's say you're buying packs of coffee and you've got 350 gram pack for $12.39, and then you've got a 950 gram pack for $30.99. So in an instance like this, a lot of times, because this number or these numbers are so big in comparison to these, because 350 is much bigger than 12, when you end up dividing them, you get a really tiny number. So a lot of times what's preferable when you have a number like 950 grams or 350 grams or 720 milliliters, numbers like that, we'll often find the unit price per 100 grams in a case like this, or 100 milliliters if you're measured in milliliters, which works a lot of the same way. The first thing that we do is find the unit price for 1 gram. So to find the unit price for 1 gram, all I would have to do is take my 12.39, divide it by 350. Now this gives me how much 1 gram of coffee costs. And it gives me a really small number because 1 gram of coffee isn't very much, so it's not going to be all that expensive. Now, to find out what the unit price is for 100 grams, what you're going to do is just take the result and multiply it by 100. So what we end up with is, we'll do 1239 divided by 350. That gives me 0.0354. So I'm going to multiply that by 100, which gives me $3.54 per 100 grams. Alright, so for the next one, we'll work that out a similar way. So we're going to take the cost, $30.99, divide it by the number of grams, in this case is 950, and then multiply it by 100. So this is going to give me, doing $30.99 divided by 950 is 0.0326, so then we're going to multiply that by 100. So that gives me a cost of $3.26 per 100 grams. So comparing these, I've got 354 per 100 grams and 326 per 100 grams. So my best value ends up being the 950 grams.